this is something I never thought I'd do, but here we are. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, and today we are playing a Roblox game called Horse Trials Eventing. I played this game for a couple of hours yesterday, and I actually had a lot of fun, so I wanted to share it with you guys and tell you everything that I learned about it. For starters, this game appears, I think it looks like it's free. I'm not that well versed in Roblox, but I didn't have to pay anything to play it, and there are like paid features, but it's not really necessary. Why I wanted to play this game is because it is specifically about eventing, and I was really looking for a game that had cross-country and show jumping. Now, if you already know this game, you know currently it does not have cross-country. However, it is in alpha, which means that they are still working on it. They recently added dressage to the game, so I can only guess that cross-country will be coming at some point in the future. But for now, at least where it is in alpha, I had a lot of fun playing with just show jumping and dressage. And there's actually a lot more that I didn't even get to explore yesterday that I'm going to hopefully explore a little bit today. So let me show you around. When you load in, it's going to give you like a whole tutorial thing, and basically the tutorial is going to take you through buying your first horse, and then it will show you how to do show jumping, how to do your trainings, and then how to do competitions. And that's essentially enough for you to figure out the rest on your own. This is my barn. I have one horse. This is Ravioli. Ravioli is a Baroque stallion in a sandy chestnut color. And something cool about these horses is that they have like genealogy and like pedigree and stuff like that. You can like unlock different genes and breed different horses. Now, I haven't actually explored the breeding yet, but we're gonna do that in a little bit later in the video. But for now, let me show you around. So with Ravioli, you can see that Ravioli is currently happy. He's 100% happy, which means we can go do some sort of training or a competition. So in our main little barn area, there are two paddocks. There's this one here that you can set up some jumps using this little signboard here, so we can change the layout. Actually, it looks like we could change this to a dressage arena as well. You can do different levels of show jumping. Ravioli here is only a level 1 horse, and based off of his skills, he actually can't go any higher than level 1. He is the max that he can be for jump and movement. Speed, that's the only thing I haven't figured out how to train. So the way that like the skills work is that they will be light pink. That is the total amount of skill that they are predisposed to. That is their maximum potential, basically. So once you max this out to wherever they are, that's as good as they can get. So like you see these dark pink ones, that means that I've maxed them out. Light pink means that I haven't trained it yet, but that's how speedy he can be. If only I could figure out how to actually train speed. I don't know. If you've played this game and you know, let me know, because I want him to be a speedy boy. He's very, very slow. But that is actually going to be important when it comes to actually breeding the horses, because when you have a foal, they inherit the skills from their parents, plus or minus 50 points. And the training level of the parents doesn't actually affect the total predisposition the foal inherits. So even though Ravioli has not been trained in speed, his potential in speed can be inherited by the foal. So that's going to be important, because I don't want to have to train every horse that I have. There's also a covered arena. This is where I was practicing dressage mostly, but you can actually also do show jumping here as well. So you can do your dressage arena layout. You can also have like your jumping layout, and you can do your trainings here as well. Trainings will increase your horse's skill, but it does cost happiness to do pretty much anything. So if you want to do a training, it'll cost 20 happiness. If you want to do a competition, I think it's also 20 happiness. We'll actually go over there and check. But basically, everything that you want to do with your horse, whether it's training or competitions, is going to cost happiness. And that is measured by this bar here and their happiness down at the bottom. So if I were to do a show jumping training, it would take him down to 80, and so on and so forth until he gets to 0, at which point you have no happiness to put into actually doing anything. To get happiness, the fastest way and the freest way for me was to, every once in a while, you can take care of your horse. And there's a cooldown, so you can't do it all the time. But it actually worked out pretty well doing the hoof pick, the brush, and the curry comb, which I did have to buy a curry comb, but it was only like 150 like in-game currency. You can also do things like feeding the horse or like doing hoof oil, which does also cost in-game currency. However, if you're like really trying to like train them up fast, the curry comb, the brush, and the hoof pick will honestly get you really, really far. There's a couple of other things I haven't had access to. For example, this thing, the hot walker. I have to be level 4 to access this, so I don't actually even know what it does. You can also lunge your horse here. It's a little similar to Star Stable's lunging, actually. Moving them away and closer took me a little bit to figure out, but everything is obviously in the bottom left to tell you what to do. Lunging is going to like increase your movement, same as dressage. Those are both the same skill. Something that's also kind of cool is, since this horse is maxed in movement and dressage, well, maxed for him is only level 1. I actually have access to different things, like different types of gates. So there's a couple of things that I think is really cool that this game does that not all the other games do. So first, there's like actually a first-person mode that looks pretty good. Honestly, I'm impressed. For this being a Roblox game, I'm really impressed with this first-person mode. When I go down into a trot, I can hit Q for a collected trot. Now, honestly, I could not tell you if anything... I guess it's a little slower. It's a little bit slower of a trot. But it's, for all intents and purposes, collected. I'm also, like... They don't look that bad. I mean, they're like Lego horses, but... they're more detailed than I kind of expected also. I'm sure that there's like other horse games on Roblox that have like even better horses. I haven't seen those yet or haven't played those yet. But honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad for Roblox. There's also lead changes. How do I... Okay, so in Canter, you can do a lead change. How cool is that? So that could be fun. That could be fun for roleplay practices and stuff like that. Let's go somewhere else. There's a couple different places that you can travel to. There's the trail, there's competitions, and the Equa Store. So for competitions, there looks like there's going to be a couple of different venues. Right now, it's just the regional horse park. And when you get here, there are 2 arenas. So this one here is going to have your competition board. I don't know how frequently competitions are. It seems like every like 2.5 minutes. You can enter a competition, though I have had it where it kind of like also counts the competition time. So sometimes I will do show jumping, immediately run to the board, and there'll be like another competition in like 20 seconds. So like you can like really chain competitions so long as your horse is happy enough to do the competitions. Right now we can only do show jumping in, well, I think I only have access to novice and intermediate. I don't know if they have other levels yet. Though probably, because I've seen other people who have who are like master riders. And dressage. I also have novice and intermediate. But Ravioli here only can do novice, because he's level 1. Alright, we're signed up for a novice show jumping. There's a couple of different ways to make money. Competitions are probably the fastest, especially the show jumping competition, because it only takes like 40 seconds. The other way would be to actually run around and collecting trash, and I'll kind of show it, but when you collect trash, you can actually just sell it by going to a recycle bin, and it sells for a lot. It's a good way to get quick money if you want to just explore and pick up trash. The other way is there are daily tasks that you can do, and these reset when you complete a task, so you will, I believe, for the most part, always have 3. There's going to be a short while where you might only have 1 or 2. Okay. Another thing that I do like about the show jumping for this game is that when you can knock into these poles, you can get faults, they will fall. There's collision on these jumps. I've seen a couple of different horse games that there's just no collision, so there's really no penalty for running into the poles. But this one I think is actually... it's kind of fun. It's kind of realistic. It's a little bit of a challenge. It took me a little bit to get used to like when I need to jump. And it's quite fun. And you just have to wait for everybody else who's in the competition to also finish. Quick $250. And I completed a task, so I can complete that reward as well. And this will eventually give me a new task in a couple of minutes. Now, what can you spend your money on? It's an excellent question. I'm so glad you asked. There's a store. Okay, now the cool thing about this store, and the thing that's kind of gotten me a little bit addicted to this game, addicted is a strong word, but I was planning on stopping playing probably an hour before I actually stopped playing yesterday, all because I kept wanting to check the store, because the store resets like every 10 minutes. You can check the computer to see how much longer you have to shop, but it's about 10 minutes. There are 3 sections that get changed out every 10 minutes. These ones, with like the horse that says the big sale, if you click these items, these ones are discounted. Again, these cycle every 10 minutes, so if you're not like in a rush to buy something, you can wait for them to be on sale. Like I probably should have waited to buy this saddle pad for 25% off. I waited for it to cycle a couple of times. Other things to note, everything that is available for sale is not actually everything that's available for sale, because things will like reset every couple minutes. There may be like more colors than you saw the last 10 minutes. So like it took me a couple cycles to find a English Flash bridle that was in medium ash brown, because that was the color saddle I bought, so I wanted my bridle to also match. So you'll get along this back wall a mix of these ones without the noseband, ones with the bit, ones without the bit, flash nosebands. You get the picture. And they all come in like a bunch of different colors. That's one of the things that I really like about this game, is there's like set color profiles that will go on all of the tack stuff. So if there's say you like this cherry brown saddle, well, now you know it also, well, these are both cherry brown dressage saddles. This wasn't a really good refresh, but there will also be a cherry brown jumping saddle and matching bridles in all varieties. And it's not even just like cherry brown or dark brown or light brown. There's so many different varieties of colors. Like this is light brown, and this is light ash brown, and this is light cherry brown, and this is dark cherry brown, and this is ash brown, and I have medium ash brown tack, even though I really like ash brown. I probably should have brought ash brown. I also really like, which one was this that I just said? Medium cherry brown. I kind of like medium cherry brown. Maybe I'll save up for some medium cherry brown. Anyways, there's also a mixture of jumping saddle pads and dressage saddle pads. They're just kind of all mixed in between, all different colors. And halters. I think there's nylon and velvet halters, all in different colors. All the colors will all reset on the 10-minute mark. This is also where you buy food, and I think you need the bowls to actually feed your horse feed. Hoof oil, which has been what I've been using if I like really need a boost in happiness for my horse. There's also treats and fly spray, and if you really want, different colors of brushes and hoof picks, and curry comb. I actually do recommend getting the curry comb. How much was it? Okay, so it was $170, but still, because that's kind of like a one-time payment to boost your horse's happiness with the hoof pick and the brush, and that's kind of really all you need in a pinch to maintain your horse's happiness when you're doing competitions and trainings. When's the reset? Oh, it reset, and I didn't notice. See, now we've got an olive saddle pad here. I kind of want to wait for the olive one to go on sale. I was also trying to get like emerald stuff to kind of go along with like green forest, just, you know, for funsies. But I've only seen it as a dressage saddle pad, and it had like a gold border, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I'm just seeing what these color saddle pads are in purple. Okay, I'm done shopping today. But yeah, the amount of times that I was going to log out and I'll be like, well, the shop's going to reset in 2 minutes. Let me just see what the shop has, and then I'll log out. I probably checked the shop like 3 more times after that. Anyways, let's talk about the trail. So this is the trail. This is kind of, I'm guessing, where most likely they'll put the cross-country training. There isn't currently cross-country training. Well, there is, but it's giving you jumping experience. So let me see if I can go find the board. This is where you can train cross-country, technically. I'll just do the training. It will show you the different jumps that you have to do. It'll tell you that currently it wants me to jump a wide one. Now it wants me to jump a high one, and you just do that for the 10 jumps, going to the ones that are lit up. Now, this will actually only increase your horse's jump. of course, if they can be leveled up and jump. This horse currently cannot. So I still don't know how to train speed. And like I had also said, this is also a great area to run around and try to collect trash because you can sell that for money. Now there's one more thing that I want to do, and it is to buy another horse so that I can breed my horse with another horse to get a foal that hopefully can be higher than level 1. Oh, apparently these horses will also reset every 10 minutes, so that's pretty cool. The predisposition of market stable horses is limited. Breed horses to reach higher predisposition values. Okay, as expected. So there are some horses that are for premium users, but there's more horses that aren't. Now I want to know, can I look at you and see what, like, you just have better, wow, you can be level, wow. Whoa, this one's got really good jump. That's pretty good. Worst case scenario, I can just wait another 10 minutes for another group of horses. Clumsy Pickle. You're a mare? You're terrible. Your movement's your best skill, but that's just about it. Your jump is really bad. We're looking for a better jump and better, at least we don't want the speed to take us down too low. Ooh, you're fancy. Please tell me you're a mare. Dang it, you're a stallion. Oh, but you're so good. Do I have enough for you? I will literally sell things to afford you. And then go get another horse another time. You're so cool. You're also really good. Also a stallion. You're amazing. Your jump's so good. You're a mare. Alright, well, if the whole point wasn't just to breed another horse, I would get Sparkle McSparkleface over there. This one. This is who I'd call Sparkle McSparkleface, just because you've got the dots. Black classic spots. You're very cute. You're very cool. You've got really good stats. You're also very expensive, and I cannot currently afford you. But this Blood Bay mare has amazing jump, which is what I want most of all. So I can do the higher level jumping competitions because you need higher jump for those. And it's okay if your movement's not the best. Hopefully, I'm hoping with the other horse's stats in movement and speed, it may bump these two up to become full level 2 that I'd be able to max them at. And then we can just breed more horses after. So, what's your name? Divine Surprise? You're coming home with me. Okay. I must know. I am gonna buy this stall just so I have a third one open. We're gonna be legitimate about this. We're putting halters on you. So cute. Okay, so now I believe if I go over here, nope, just kidding. This side with the signs, I can select 2 horses to breed. So, wow, you've got a lot of predisposition. That's pretty good. $2,000 to breed these 2 horses. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have enough money, I am breeding Ravioli with Divine Surprise. Yes, I would like to breed these horses. And we got a baby. Oh, you're so cute. Did you automatically come with a name? One Wheel. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, you are a mare. Let's see. I don't know how genetics work. Oh no. You did not get that great of stats from your parents. Ugh. Are you gonna get better when you're older? Well, I mean, at the very least, you got better jump. But let's see. Yeah, you just got better jump. Your mom has better jump. Yeah, you really didn't get much from your parents. I mean, at the very least, I can still sell this foal, to get more money back and try again. But honestly, I think, Ravioli's maybe not the best sire. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep playing for a little bit. And in the future, maybe we'll have an update. I'll maybe get a better stallion and then breed these horses again, sell this foal probably. I don't know if your potential is going to grow when you age. I also don't know how to age a foal, to be completely honest with you. So do I just wait? Oh yeah, the foal will grow up in 3 hours. Though I did get a skip because there's like a battle pass sort of going on, part of the autumn season. So by doing 12 competitions, I was actually able to unlock a full skip. So maybe let's do that and see what happens. Skip to adult. Okay, and I sent you back to the stable. Can I send you back to the stable? No. Okay, you can stay there. Alright, one wheel. Let's take a look at you. Nope. You're just as bad. Probably should not have wasted that full skip. But, I mean, maybe if I level you up, you're gonna be more expensive anyway, because I think, yeah, Ravioli's value went up after I trained him, so I'm probably going to train both of these horses. I'm going to keep Divine Surprise because she's got really good jumps, so she would be good to get another horse. I might get another stallion. If I can get that, like, black speckly one to pop up again, that would be a really good option. I need more money for that. But I think that's a good place to leave this adventure for now. Let me know if you want me to do another video of this. I was thinking I would probably only continue it when cross country actually came out, like full-fledged to the game, and just kind of do like a little update. But I don't know, I have fun with this game. This game is kind of like a fun way to like shut your brain off for a little while. But you let me know, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!